ora Aotearoa, New Zealand, and welcome to our international viewers from all around the world. I'm Philip Duncan. We are tracking a very serious hurricane that is heading towards the eastern United States and may well be one for the history books. We've got a detailed update about that shortly. But first of all, let's quickly cover New Zealand's weather, and I say quickly because there isn't actually a lot to cover. We've got this southerly setup for Tuesday. It's a little cooler around New Zealand at the moment as a result of that. But as we get in towards the next couple of days, the westerly winds will kick through and that's going to push temperatures up. But we've got a little bit of rain coming. This is the precipitation accumulation right through until Sunday. In other words, how much rain's going to fall over the next few days. The bulk of it is down in Fiordland and southwestland. Rainfall totals could be up to 150 millimetres down there, but for most other places, you're talking 30 to 10 millimetres in the other half of the west coast. And what you see up to the north here and down and around other regions, just a couple of showers really here and there, and a little bit of early rain, which is currently clearing around Tuesday for the north of the country. So once we get to Wednesday, there's high pressure pushing into the North Island and the warmer westerlies are returning to the south. It is mostly dry. On Thursday, there's no real change other than the winds are picking up. Those westerlies pick up in speed. That will push temperatures up further in the east. There's that rain though on the west coast, and high pressure dominates in the north. Towards Friday, high pressure stays in charge of the north while the westerlies push across the rest of the country with a few showers. By Saturday, those west to northwest winds continue. The rain becomes heavier along the west coast as we go in towards the weekend, and at the same time the nor'westers start to pick up. So by the time we get to Sunday, we've got windy nor'westers from Canterbury all the way up to about Gisborne, and there's a very good chance temperatures will get around 22, 23 degrees Celsius, which is pretty warm for September. Let's head overseas now. This is Hurricane Florence and the tracking of it as it heads towards the eastern United States. What's remarkable is this map was only made a few hours ago and it's already rocketed up to Category 4. So it's going to be going over warmer waters. Look at the sea surface temperature, 28 to 30 degrees. That will help encourage this storm to get stronger as it heads towards the eastern part of the United States. Now, there are a lot of models, computer models, picking the tracking of this storm. Florence has a high chance of hitting the eastern United States in the Carolinas. Now, Charleston, some of you might remember that being hit by Hurricane Hugo. That was the last major eastern hurricane for the United States. That was in 1989, and that was a Category 4 when it made landfall. Before that, the last big one to hit the eastern United States was in the 1800s. So this is certainly a serious one, and at this stage, they believe it'll be a Category 4 when it makes landfall. It could affect Washington, D.C., and we think landfall will be around Friday, New Zealand time. We're in the peak of the hurricane season though. Here we are in September, and of course that one I just mentioned, Hugo, that was also in September back in the late 80s. Now, it's not just Florence that's out at sea, and by the way, it is now Category 4, not 1. It is rocketing off towards the eastern United States, but we've got other storms out here. We've got Helene, we've got Isaac. There's another tropical system up into the north of Bermuda and another one in the Gulf of Mexico. So it's a very busy time, and this will be the peak of the season right now. So this is the current animated wind map. You can see those other two storms, Isaac and Helene, but this is Florence. This is the serious one heading off towards the eastern United States, and we think landfall will be Friday, New Zealand time. So we'll keep you up to date in our videos and our news content. And thank you to CNN. We are an affiliate of theirs, so we appreciate being able to share those graphics with you. That is all from me. We'll update you again on Wednesday with the latest on Florence, but also the latest on what's going on in New Zealand with those warm nor'westers on the way.